Hey everyone, it's Chris here from Studio Ninja. In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about our contact form, including how to create a new one from scratch, all the different options available, and lastly, how to embed it onto your website. So let's get started. The beauty of using the Studio Ninja contact form is that it brings new leads straight into the system for you automatically. As soon as your contact form is submitted, you'll receive an email with all the details and a new lead will automatically appear here. And of course, in the leads overview page too, like this. So let's get started and create a new contact form. Head over to settings and select contact form from the list of options. This is where you'll find all the contact forms in your account. Here you can edit, duplicate, or delete an existing form, or make a new one from scratch. So let's do that. Click on Add New Form. This will open up the contact form builder. You'll notice that the main menu has changed and we have 3 options up here now that you'll basically work through in order one by one. We're currently in the build stage and this is where you'll build your contact form. Next, we have the style stage. This is where you'll give your form the look and feel that you want. And finally, the configure stage, where you'll add some additional functionality to your form. So let's build our first contact form. The first thing you might notice in the build stage is that the form already has 2 fields inside of it. These fields, the first name of the client and the client's email address, are mandatory and must be in the form for it to work properly and for the system to function efficiently. Everything else is optional. Here on the left-hand side are all the different fields that you can add to your form. Here we have the client-related fields. Here are the lead and job-related fields. And finally, at the bottom, we have a couple of custom fields. To add a new field to your contact form, simply drag it from the left and drop it anywhere you like on the right. Your form can have fields laid out side by side, like this, or each field can have its own row, like this. So give me a second while I drop a bunch of fields in. I'd like to add a heading at the top, a phone number field next to the email field, and let's say this is a contact form for a wedding photography business. I'd like to add the main shoot date field in, so I know what the date of the wedding is. Let's add a multi-line message field here. And finally, I'd like to know how my couples have heard about me, so I'll add a lead source field here at the bottom. Once your fields are in your form, we still have a few more options. There is a tick box here to make the field mandatory, an edit button here, and a trash can so you can delete the field if you don't want it anymore. When you edit a field, you can change the label and the placeholder text. For example, let's edit the main shoot date field. Instead of it saying main shoot date, which is obvious to you, but not that obvious to your clients, let's change that to what is the date of your wedding? Great. I'm happy with the placeholder text. Let's click apply. You can do this to all the fields, including the submit button. Okay, I'm happy with my form. It looks good. Let's move on to the next stage, the style stage. Here on the right-hand side, we can see a live preview of how the form will look when it's embedded on your website. Here on the left-hand side, we can see all the different styling options. So let's have a bit of a play and change some things around. I might make my form a little bit wider. Let's change the font to Lato. I'm happy with the text size and the rounded styling. That looks good. Let's leave that as it is. Let's change the text color to red, for example. And at the same time, I might change the button color to red as well. And finally, I really want the background to be blue. Anyway, in your case, style your form however you like so it suits the look and feel of your website. Obviously, I'm just playing around here. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it looks terrible. Give me a second to fix this up. Okay, cool. That looks much better. So let's move on to the final stage, the configure stage. Here we have three final options. Here is where you can edit the thank you text. This is the message your client will see as soon as the form is submitted. Here you can toggle on and add a URL redirect. There are lots of different reasons why you might want to do this, but here's a couple of examples. Firstly, you might want to redirect your clients to a unique page on your website with, for example, more information about you, possibly even a video of yourself talking to your potential clients about your products or services, or simply just thanking them for inquiring with you. It can be whatever you like. Another reason you might want to add a URL redirect is if you're a bit of a numbers person and you're really interested in Google Analytics or tracking conversions. As you can't add tracking code onto a submit button, you can track the landing pages. So that might be something that you're interested in. Finally, you can add an email autoresponder. This means that as soon as a potential client submits your contact form, this email will be sent to them straight away. Again, it could be something really simple. For example, thank you for getting in touch. I've received your email and will get back to you shortly. Or something more elaborate, like a link to your packages or a link to a video or whatever you like. Okay, we're almost at the end. We've built, styled, and configured our form. Now we're ready for the last piece of the puzzle, saving and embedding this form. So let's click on Save and Embed. Here we have two options, the Embed option or the Link option. The Link option means that your contact form will live on the Studio Ninja server on a page that looks like the client portal. To make this work, simply add this code here as a link on your website's Contact Us button. This will redirect your client to this contact form whenever they click on the Contact Us button on your website. But the preferred option is to use the embedded contact form so that the form that you've just built and styled will actually live on your website. Let me show you how to do that. First, click on Copy to Clipboard here, so that copies all of our code, and head over to your website backend. Okay, now that we're in the backend, go to the area or block or section where you would like to add your contact form to, and add a code block in. This can also be referred to as HTML code or something similar like that. We'll paste our code here, click Save, and update. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Let's preview our new contact form live on the website and see how it looks. And there we have it. The Studio Ninja contact form is now live on our website. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and as always, if you need help with anything at all, just click the green chat icon on the bottom right-hand side of the interface and send us a message. We'll get back to you in a couple of minutes and help you with whatever you need.